Hey folks, welcome back in. Romero's is a family-owned and operated Italian fusion restaurant in its third year of operation. They pulled the trigger and opened the doors with the idea that a restaurant can be so much more than simply a place to grab a bite.
That's right, and here to talk more about their restaurant and what they offer is restaurant owner George C. Romero and head chef Seth Romero. Guys, thanks for coming in today. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
Father and son team, keeping it
it.
family, keeping it local. We love this.
Yeah, we do too. It's been a trip.
I bet.
Yeah.
So tell us about your restaurant and how it all got started too.
It got started over several years around our own dinner table, actually. We would make these elaborate meals at home and talk about if we had a restaurant, would we serve this? How much would we charge? Would people like it? That kind of thing.
Yeah.
We did that for years. And one day we had an opportunity to kind of open this place, and it was right on the corner of Main Street in downtown Mount Sterling. And we had been to other restaurants there, and every time we were there, we said, man, what would we do in this space? And all of these what would we do conversations kind of led us to this opportunity, and we just jumped at it. We literally sat around our table and had conversations as a family. And myself, my wife Rebecca, and our son Seth said, let's do it, let's jump in.
That's awesome.
That is incredible.
We love it.
That.
Now, Seth is head chef here. What are people just busting down the doors for? What's the specialty that people just can't get enough of?
I would say one of our most popular and common dishes is the Alfredo.
Okay.
Everybody loves our Alfredo. But if you want a little more elegant dish, a more pricey dish, our fresh seared salmon with lemon caper sauce.
Oh, very good.
Wow.
It's next level.
Wow.
I'll be honest with you.
Next level.
I love that.
Okay. I believe the man.
I do too. I'm like, I'm going.
Answers you'll get.
I'll be blunt with you. It's like any other dish you've had.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
So let me ask you, Seth, so how long have you been cooking for? Was this a passion that you had at a very young age? Did it come from your dad, your mom?
Funny enough, it did come from my dad.
Yeah.
And my mom. We spent better part of 10 years cooking in our kitchen, talking about dishes. I spent most of my time just watching and helping. And whenever we finally opened the restaurant, everything that I had accumulated from watching him cook just kind of popped out naturally.
Love it.
Yes.
It was wild.
I like that a lot.
Can we dive into a little bit about what Italian fusion means?
Yes.
And what the vibe is like?
Sure, well, our vibe, we like to think of our vibe as casual fine dining.
Okay.
I think our vibe is unlike most places. We're very art-centric, we're artistic-driven. Everything from the way we present our food to the atmosphere that you spend your time in. It's all artistic, it all centers around the film industry.
Surprise, surprise.
Right. Specifically horror movies, I don't know why. But Italian fusion, Romero is actually Spanish. A lot of people think that I'm Italian, but I'm actually Spanish and Scottish. But I grew up in Pittsburgh and had exposure to all kinds of Italian grandmas. So Italian food became a staple in my life and a staple in my kitchen. And it became my favorite thing to cook and my favorite thing to eat. So when we say fusion, we fuse our traditional Italian dishes with a little bit of Spanish flair.
Okay.
I like it.
Wow.
And you also have a flair with your craft cocktail menu too, and it has kind of that horror film vibe going on with it as well. Talk to us about that.
My wife Rebecca had this genius idea to basically do our craft cocktail menu based on horror films. So we've got like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, we've got the, the Clockwork Orange, we've got one inspired by a project of mine called The Rise. And they're all wonderful.
Yeah.
The Clockwork Orange tastes like an orange creamsicle.
Wow.
You know, they're dangerous. So
I love it.
Seeing some beautiful shots here from the operation, and we can't wait to get over to visit y'all. What does being part of the Mount Sterling community mean to the family? Because it really is a special place, as we were discussing.
it is, and you know, I think we were so thrilled to be able to get the spot and the location that we got, because it's right in the heart of it, and you guys have been there, so you know exactly where we're talking about.
Yeah.
When we say the corner of Main Street in Maysville, it's literally the mouth of Court Days.
Right.
It's, you know, the mouth of the city. Everybody drives through the intersection. Everybody drives past the restaurant. And you know, I think to be in such a central location in our community has done wonderful things for our restaurant. And it has also inspired us to be more than a restaurant. So we have a cocktail lounge, but in that cocktail lounge, when people aren't just in there hanging out, we have monthly meetings for women in business. We teach screenwriting classes. We have a weekly open mic night that we stream out on our live stream. We've tried to become a real center for the community, and we've become a place where people who, and it is a small community, but there's still plenty, you know, in small communities, there's plenty of places, plenty of people who have never met, never spoken to each other, never seen each other.
Right.
And now in our place, we've watched these people become friends.
Love it.
And it's wonderful.
That is, I bet it is.
You guys are a hub for that. Well, we've been fans for years, and now we've got another reason to be fans.
That's right.
This is great, and it's a fast trip from Lexington to Mount Sterling, so we'll be over very soon, guys.
Yes.
I hope so.
Thanks for sharing this with us.
Absolutely. Thanks for having us. It's been an honor.
Good to see you both. Back with more, gang. Stick around.